5 km/h zones for children to play all year round, especially during summertime. Okay. May I just take 1 minute to excuse myself? I gotta go 10:06. Okay.
Take a momentary break.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So did you continue the discussion or was it put on hold?
We took station identification.
Okay. Station identification. All right. So going back to Royal Decree number 19. Thank you everyone for your grace. Who's the next speaker or the first one? Okay. Her Excellency Sally Wong.
Thank you, everybody, and Your Royal Majesty, Queen Romana I. This Royal Decree 19 says back alleys and or residential streets and or roads, in brackets for winter, spring, and summer months, yearly events. So this is to allow all children to play safely outdoors. There's going to be a speed limit 1 to 5 kilometers in all cities and towns on the back alleys, residential streets, and the roads. And the neighborhoods will be able to have children playing road hockeys, have snowball fights, play basketball, learning rollerblade, etc. So we do appreciate the compassion of Your Royal Majesty in providing safety for the offspring of parents. And this is going to make children's lives organic, just like the previous royal decree about planting trees. And the plants will be organic. This is the way Grandmaster Creator created children, to be playing outside with other children, not having the burden of the fear of getting hurt. This is organic. This is the way children are socialized to be friendly and be friendly with other neighborhood children and to play outside. So this is in contrast to how the old system created cities as a dwelling place for commerce and for the commercialization of everything, for vehicles only, and those are more important than people, and transportation and machines. And well, thank you so much for removing this culture from parents, the culture of enrolling their children in extra like after school classes, and the purpose is that they want their children to excel and be better than other children. That's not that's not organic. That's kind of like dog eat dog. That's the way the old system wants to program the children with their education. So what I see is a life of fun, a lot of fun outside for children, very safe, and they're not going to be obsessing about the toxic suntan lotions, and it's here to stay. Children just having fun outside. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, and it's not only for children's benefits, but the grandparents and parents who would like to watch children in that community playing together in the back alleys. You'd have, when I was growing up, I remember we would have in the back alleys or the streets that would be closed off, and then the whole community would bring their chairs, and then the adults would sit there as the children were playing. So it's a benefit to the entire community, not just for the children themselves, but especially for the children. It will allow them to socialize with the adults in the community and other children in the community. And there's the Meet Your Neighbors initiative. Get to know your neighbors. They are your extended family, your nuclear family within that neighborhood. So we have to bring back the times where neighbors would knock at the other neighbor's home with a warm food or a dish, as a what is it called? When
Welcome.
a welcome, if
Hi.
they're the ones, yes, right? If they're new, and or just simply say, here, we cooked extra food tonight, and we thought we'd give you this one dish, right? And then the next thing you know is there was a community that were exchanging food, or they would have a get together where it's a potluck, right? That potluck, we have to bring back that time where everyone would cook and bring it, and everyone was able to share and taste the different foods from different cultures, different communities, different households, never mind different cultures and communities. So we have to bring that back, and that's what this royal decree is all about, starting with the children. But the children also bring together adults and the entire community as a whole. Yeah. Your Excellency Deep Coming Soul and Her Excellency Gina Lee.
That is so much so, Queen Romana. As my children were growing up, we know so many people because of our children, because we have 6, so 6 times, even they would just have 5 friends each, which they had more than that. already 30 families we've connected with. So that definitely is, and it's like it creates a fabric and strengthen that fabric. And then you have neighbors standing up for each other.
Correct.
Now it's kind of people go to work, come home, close the door, spend the evening at home trying to rejuvenate, get up in the morning, out they go. So we have this concept now in our country where you don't even know your neighbor because they don't interact. So that is amazing, because strong communities creates a strong country. So that is wonderful to bring that back.
Unless you're living in a neighborhood of hillbillies, then that's a completely different story.
That's a long time ago.
Okay. Her Excellency Gina Lee.
Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. I agree with everything that's already been said, but I would add that the generation of today, the rebels that did not comply, most, I wouldn't say all, but most, came from an era, a time where it's described just as Her Royal Majesty's Royal Decree states. And so we're building critical thinkers and future leaders with this Royal Decree, just from the interaction, the social engagement at all levels. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Your Royal Majesty.
You're welcome. Anyone else would like to speak to that, or should we go on to the next? Okay, His Excellency Michael Hawkins, yes?
A moment, Chair.
Thank you, everyone. I missed a little bit of that discussion. I had to 10-6, but it's all about the nuclear family, and it's all about bringing communities together. And it really touches on what can we do to home educate our children. And that's perfect example right there. This Royal Decree says it all about the safety, security, and sovereignty of our VIPs and we the people across the Kingdom of Canada. They get together and promote and support what our children love to do. And a lot of children love hockey and basketball and sports and riding bikes. When I was a young man growing up in this town, I would ride all over town, and my mother and father couldn't find me until it was dinner time and I was hungry and I came home. We were always out and doing things and being busy. And this is a great Royal Decree. Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
You're welcome. Her Excellency Violi.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Majesty. Just very quickly, those children that are involved in wholesome activities such as sports, music, dance, drama, art, after school, that keep them busy and keep them happy and in an elevated energy, they are the ones that usually grow up without their involvement in criminal activities or gang activities. So those communities that provide basketball sports like for after school, any kind of wholesome activities for the children and for the youth are the ones that are nurturing young people to become wholesome and upright members of the community and bringing them away from the bad influence of the gangs or other criminal people that are involved in criminal activities outside or within or outside the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency Lisbo would like to comment on that.
Yes, very much. When I took my oath as a Minister of Health and children and youth, I was looking for the word in English. I was quite aware of the education, quite aware of the family. I grew up in myself in a big family. We spend the summer with the cottage at the grandparents, and all her mom were there. But we never had any fight, never had anything. And as a matter of fact, we never learned how to swim. We were 6 months old on the beach, and we just walked in. And one day I said, "Who remember how old we were when we started swimming?" Because we never been taught. At night, we have fireplace. We learn how to build big fires. We slept at night on the fire beaches. We did everything. We learned how to do theater because every weekend we entertained our family and father who were coming back for the weekend and dressed up and all this. And when I took my hood, that was the first thing I said. What did they cut to cut the whole family, to cut the whole social or cultural side? Oh, it was too expensive to have an artist teaching painting. Much more dangerous to have somebody doing music because that's so loud in the school and da, da, da. So I said, okay, let's take back the school. That's what the children should grow up with. That's what they should be learning. Take your all the school that's going to be closed, all the big church for teenagers so they can learn how to do anything they want, theater, construction scenes and stuff like that. This is the new generation. Like Your Majesty said, it takes a whole community to carry a home, but it takes a whole community to share and grow with a new generation and help the new fathers and mothers for the last 30 years who never knew how to deal with children because it belongs to the government. So now we are free. The whole world is waking up, and the new generation is never VIP just because somebody in her life arrived in Queen Romana did with the children and all the world. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anyone else would like to speak to that? Okay, Her Excellency Sally Wong, and then we'll go to the next.
Real quick. I heard a long time ago, and this is evidence of how backward really America is. I heard that Africa, maybe not now, but maybe 20 years ago, their entertainment was their children in Africa. So what Your Royal Majesty shared about how the grandparents like to actually watch the children, it's actually a lot of fun watching children play. So people who don't know that are the people in America. They are really backward compared to Ophir or Africa. So it's so true. I'm sorry, Your Excellency Gina, but the USA, I just love the Americans, but in that regard, maybe maybe we've all been brainwashed a bit. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love Americans, not the government system that rule them. That's what that is. We the people are as much as a victim as those around the world. It's the system that we have dismantled, and we are bringing forth with us the American brothers and sisters. Where we go one, we go all. Okay? Your Excellency Gina Lee.
Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. You covered it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go to Royal Decree number 21, homelessness and poverty in